Welcome back to Hannity. Donald Trump has had a huge week. Not only did he take center stage at the debate this week, but Trump also held several massive rallies where he spoke to thousands and thousands of supporters. Watch this.
The silent majority, believe me, is back. And I think we can use it somewhat differently. I don't think we have to call it a silent majority anymore, because they're not silent. But we're going to have so many victories, and they're going to be great victories. And we're going to have them all the time. And you're going to say to your children, and you're going to say to anybody else, that we were part of a movement to take back our country.
Joining us now to talk about Donald Trump's big week and how he impressed so many people with Reaction, the author of the brand new book, Disgrace to the Profession, Mark Steyn, is with us. You know, I actually think a sort of mental malaise has set in America, and we haven't really talked a lot about it.
Right.
Median income is down $5,000.
Yep.
Doubling of the national debt. He'll take on more debt than any other president.
Right.
All right. Labor force participation rate lowest since the 70s. Tens of millions more Americans in poverty on food stamps since he's been president, and we are being crushed on the world stage.
Right.
Latest example, the Iranian deal. I want to make America great again. That resonates if he doesn't say anything else.
Yeah, and he says the American dream is dead, and I'm going to bring it back. And he's right that it's dead in the sense that if you're in the bottom 20% of this country, if you're born into that, you're likely to stay there. You're stuck there compared to other developed nations. And then the political establishment tells you you've got to stay stuck in the bottom of 20%, but you'll have a choice between voting for the wife of the previous president and the son and brother of the previous president.
Yeah.
And he's saying, no, we can bust through this.
What do you make of the disconnect? You know, 3 or 4 polls come out. After the debate, Trump has 60% among people. They're flash polls, Drudge, Newsmax, Time Magazine. You know, an interesting barometer, but then when you listen to the punditry class, you know, the fellow TV commentators, they have a very different view than what people are voting on those polls. Why is there that disparity?
Well, they were completely wrong last time round. And I think the idea was that they think of Trump as this kind of noisy reality show distraction. A month ago, they thought this. And then after the Fox debate, it would settle down and become a normal Republican primary process. And I think it's clear that between now and Iowa and New Hampshire, it's not going to be a normal primary process. We don't know what it's going to be. But
nobody can tell you, right? I can't tell you.
No, but if you by the time an hour before the debate, the two front runners were Trump and Carson, two political outsiders. By common consent, the person who did well in the debate is another outsider, Carly. And if you think about it, we have this extraordinary moment where two CEOs are arguing back and forth about who has the lousiest record, as all these senators and governors are standing around saying, well, wait a minute, what has this got to do with it? And that's the thing. We now know that this idea that he was like a 6-week flash in the pan, it's not going to be a normal presidential nominating process. We're in uncharted territory.
They may be writing books about this campaign in the history books.
But you know, that in a way, Sean, that goes back to what Obama did last time. Obama is essentially, I would say, a creature of the culture in the way that people like Biden and Bill Clinton are conventional Democrat politicians.
I think every future president will be a media president, meaning they have to project themselves well on TV and show energy before a crowd. If you're not connecting on television, if you're not connecting with crowds, I think you're going to have trouble. Look at the trouble, though, and we don't talk a lot about the Democrats. Bernie Sanders is up 22 points in your home state. He's up 10 points in Iowa. And Hillary now telegraphed to the New York Times that she's going to show warmth and humor. And here's an example of it.
Donald Trump is entertaining, I have to tell you. I really do. I really do find it entertaining. And, you know, I kind of wish I had that same sort of mentality, like, oh, listen, I don't need to tell you anything. When I get there, peace will be breaking out everywhere. Prosperity will be raining down upon you. We will have the new age.
Now, that might be their goal, but unprompted, the #1 words that show up, liar, dishonest, untrustworthy, can she change people's perceptions?
I think if there were no email scandal, her attempt at stand-up comedy would be enough to kill her in Iowa and New Hampshire. I'm in favor of a constitutional amendment. I know there's, I think, laws in this country against bills of attainder, but I would be in favor of a constitutional amendment forbidding Hillary from attempting stand-up comedy ever again, because this is not...
What are they showing more humor? We're going to expect Chris Rock, Larry the Cable Guy, Amy Schumer. She's not any of them.
No.
She's not warm, and she's not funny.
No.
Which then goes to the question, can somebody in this country, that when the 60% of the American people view you as dishonest and untrustworthy, can you win the presidency?
No, I
don't think you can.
No, I think if Bernie wins Iowa and New Hampshire, I don't claim to have any great insights into Iowa, but I think
New Hampshire.
In New Hampshire, I think he will win. I was in the most liberal town in New Hampshire. I hadn't been there for a while. Hanover, New Hampshire, home of Dartmouth College.
I bet they love you.
The other week, yeah, I'm not big there, but they love Bernie. They've got these are wealthy liberals. In other words, they're not hardcore, broken-down welfare socialists. Wealthy boutique liberals at Dartmouth College love Bernie Sanders, and they have no warmth and they have no enthusiasm for Hillary Clinton.
Do we have to prepare for a new entrant into the Democratic primary? Moonbeam Brown suggests that he might get in. Joe Biden is flirting with it. I've got to believe in the back of John Kerry's mind, he's thinking he might get in. And as an outside shot, Elizabeth Warren or Al Gore?
Well, I think Elizabeth Warren has a constituency. I think basically it's Biden or bust, because I think there's no love lost between Obama and the Clintons, and Obama would love to have a third term, and Joe Biden is his third term in a way that Hillary Clinton isn't.
Do you think that Obama sabotages Clinton?
I think so. I mean, I think that's
even though Bill came to the rescue in 2012?
Yeah, but Bill didn't come to the rescue.
He was the rock star at the convention.
Bill was the one telling Ted Kennedy, can you believe this guy? He should be bringing us our drinks. I mean, that's what Bill Clinton said about
that's
Obama.
All true. And remember, Clinton was saying, oh, they played the race card against me, but he did come to the rescue in 2012. Yeah, but he helped.
But you know, Obama despises Clinton. That whole 1990s third way, new Democrat
triangulation.
Meeting, the age of big government is over. Obama buried that. Obama has said, no, we got big government. I've spent $10 trillion. Nobody in human history has ever done that ever. I did it. The age of big government is back, and we don't need Bill Clinton micro-liberalism. I think he'd rather Biden, but there.
It's great to have you in New York. You need to stick around a little longer. I'm going to get you new ties, though. I don't know. Where did you get that tie? What did you get that tie? That is horrible.
What?
It is awful. Here,
I
have the whole Trump collection. I'll give you some.
That's not. I'm not. This isn't a Donald Trump tie.
Mine is.
No, well,
mine is nicer than that.
This isn't. This is like Turnbull and Asser in German Street in London. It's the best tie in the world. This.
Whatever. All right. Coming up next tonight here on Hannity.
Loser.
Best football game you've ever been to?
1985, Monday Night Football, undefeated Bears against the Dolphins. I was there with my dad. Never forget that night.
Favorite Miami Dolphins cheerleader?
That's easy. Jeanette Rubio.
All right, we got new political ads just released this week. So whose message may be resonating with you, the voters? We'll check in with Doug Schoen and Ari Fleischer coming up next. Plus, the outsider candidates, they continue to dominate in the GOP field. New polls released this week prove it. That and more tonight as Hannity continues.